on the Resigned show right now, late night, early afternoon.
So tell me something more about your life. About the journey that got you to Carter's.
No, man.
No, it's always nice. I like to capture video.
Sure.
It's become less of doing things creatively, but more like a journal.
Yeah.
Because I realize it's so important because time just flies, and this is not important right now,
Yeah.
but it's like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
That there was this half black, half Filipino, right?
Right.
Right. And who I worked with and all those things. It's funny, I'm meeting you on the last day as I'm leaving.
Yeah. This is.
Which is today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy because I was telling my wife, I'm like, man, like, I feel like I just got an opportunity to click with son and make some things happen for him.
No,
and
but
I was like, I see this ridiculously brilliant, talented guy, and I can't give him the room to do what he wants to do because I definitely needed more time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he's leaving on me, and I'm like, man, I was like, work was kind of in vain, right? So in a certain aspect, because I kind of look at, so this is like me and Sean's like differ in opinion in some aspects because like I always look at it like, what do I have available, and how do I move things around and what I have available,
right?
To build the system, rather than saying, oh, this is the system I want, but so far away, and then try to get there so fast. I'm like, no, well, I got a song, I got Valerie, I got Chris, and then I got Anna, I got Stuart. Like, how do I build a system with this team that can scale out?
But I'm just happy listening to what you just had to say about the shit that's happening, folding, the dev, and yeah, I have no idea. I'm surprised you got it done though. Is that still a struggle? Because I'm like,
no, it wasn't too much. It was more or less like, so initially.
What was the pushback, I guess?
Initial pushback, I would say, probably was.
And from who?
I would say that it wasn't necessarily pushback. Like, it's just, I think my view was definitely like, let me think about it. So I said, okay, I got another attack. I'm coming around doing
right.
it. So like I wrote a whole document basically that kind of defined. I did an org chart, but attached to the org chart had roles and responsibility, pain points. So I talked about like succession planning, right?
Okay.
Success planning, and I said, well, these things right here we do fairly well. These things right here, we have a lot of pain points here.
Right.
And these are solutions. And then I prioritized them and said, well, if you do this can solve all of this.
Right.
So then when we got into like a one-on-one, just having the conversation, I'm like, well, it isn't as bad as this document makes it seem, but you have organizational problems, you have process problems that have to be flushed out before you can get to where you want to get.
Right.
You have talent problems, you have leadership problems. So, everything is from top down, right? So you don't have the right people in the key leadership positions, right? And that's a problem, right? So as many times I schedule meetings with certain people, I don't get those meetings. And I'm like, well, that's a problem.
Right.
You keep ghosting me on meetings, that doesn't make sense to me.
How does shuffling up the organization do that, solve that problem?
Because I'm trying to steal all the best talent from the team.
Right.
So I could basically create a black ops team to run through on any new initiatives and knock it out. Like, in that way, I could just pretty much, so this was me and Sean's plan, because I said, Sean, I just want to put my foot on everybody's neck. I just want to show everyone they don't know what
Right.
So this is my best way of doing this. Give me all the all-stars. I got a son, I got Anna, I got Stuart. I'm sitting on a good team here. I almost have my starting five.
Right.
I just need one, then I need one off the bench. And then we could just literally go roll through the whole company and just pretty much exploit all the weaknesses in the company so everyone can really realize like this is how it's supposed to be ran. And that's what I did at Transamerica. I did the exact same thing, right? I came in, we wrote the report section, right? So we were losing roughly $534,000 a month.
Right.
I went, we wrote it, we designed it, boom, the losses out of it, right? Cut down operational costs. Then they had this idea where, so we were B2B, right? So you couldn't get your retirement 401k, 3B. It wasn't BDC, right? But we supported like Bill engagement and the foundation and all this, but all of these custom sites we did for them, so front-facing sites. I said, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a template system. We're gonna give them the ability, which are microsites. We're gonna give them 8 sites that they could choose from, and then they could change colors and a little bit of imagery. That was 368 microsites that launched. Save the company more money, consumers.
How long did you spend in transparency again?
About 5.5 years, because my pension vested after 5, so I only stayed to get my
You had pension then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I vested the 5, and then I got recruited at UB. Then it was the Google play, so it was like, it was between 3 companies at the time. It was go to Coach, which was retail. It was go to Google. It was go to UB. UB was the most interesting because like, when I came on, we were game loft, so no game.
Right.
And then we were taking our studio independent, quote unquote, to just use it. No more game law. And then they said, oh, V, your work on, was it Rocksmith and Dance Dance for Xbox? After those projects are complete, we're going to go into education. So I was like, oh, cool space. What are your plans for education? They said, we want to be able to provide a template where people can learn for $1 a month and have unlimited access to content.
Wow.
So my plan on it was, I said, well,
You're still kind of doing it though.
I am still.
Yeah.
So why that was so valuable to me was because I looked at like resource gaps in my own community.